It was just another beautiful morning in paradise in Hawaii on January 13th, 2018. Tourists flowed to and from the airport. Some people picked up breakfast, while others spent their Saturday morning at home. But the hustle and bustle of island life ground to a halt at 8:07 a.m. when everyone's phone began dinging, beeping, and buzzing. Some assumed it was a weather alert, but the skies were clear. But when people began reading their notifications, panic began to set in. Ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. This is not a drill. Some called loved ones. Others wandered around in disbelief. People scanned the skies for signs of an attack. Still, only the wild blue yonder stared back. A minute went by, then 10 minutes, then 20 minutes. No missiles, no mushroom clouds, no shock waves. Nothing. Finally, after 38 minutes of despair and confusion, a second notification came in, saying it was all a false alarm. We get people make mistakes, such as the pizza guy forgetting your drinks, there being a delay in your paycheck, or a rubbernecking driver rear-ending you on the way to work. But accidentally sending a mass notification saying there's an immediate missile threat and adding that this is not a drill? How does that happen? It's hard to even accidentally delete a Word document these days. How could one achieve this level of incompetence? In the aftermath, some question not only the process, but also whether the government should have the ability to cause such pandemonium so easily. While many people in Hawaii suspected the notifications were erroneous to begin with because not all alarm mechanisms through radio, TV, or outdoor sirens were activated, what would happen in the face of a real imminent mass casualty event, such as a meteor or alien invasion? Would warning the public do more harm than good? Do we have the right to be informed? Thanks for stopping by NPC Overrider, where we challenge mainstream source code to develop independent thought, one user story at a time. Grab your bug out bags, and let's check out the latest programming.
1965.
Now let me get this straight. That would mean that you lied about your age to make yourself older. But why would any woman want to do that?
I changed it so I could get married.
And the truth shall set you free!
Alright, argument number 1 says people do have a right to know. Point number 1, autonomy and informed decision making. People have a right to make informed decisions about handling catastrophic events, whether it's traveling closer to loved ones or securing survival resources. During the 2013 Chelyabinsk meteor event, people were left unprepared for the shockwave that injured over 1,500 people. Had people had an idea of what was coming, perhaps injuries could have been mitigated, such as by staying away from windows or getting off the roadways. Point number 2, public accountability and trust in governance. Governments and institutions have a duty to be transparent in severe impact situations. When people know the government is hiding risks, such as what happened with the 1947 Roswell incident, it erodes public trust and spawns countless conspiracy theories. In 2020, when the Pentagon released a new UFO video captured by US fighter pilots, it sparked public demand for the truth around extraterrestrial life as people argued that we expect the government to share what they know. Point number 3, collective action and survival. When we know about imminent threats, people can collectively mitigate harm or survive such events by coordinating evacuations, sharing resources, or building shelters. During the Cold War, public knowledge of nuclear risks led to civil defense programs such as the Duck and Cover initiative, which allowed people to take up more of a sense of responsibility, however ineffective that strategy may have been. In the case of an alien invasion, civilians could assist the military as we saw in the 1996 film Independence Day. Number 4, moral right to truth. Humans have a moral duty to inform each other in the face of a cataclysmic event to allow for closure, spiritual reflection, or time to spend with loved ones. Secrecy denies all this. In 1998, when NASA announced the potential 1997 XF-11 asteroid impact, it sparked public debate, with many people wanting to engage with such information, although the threat was later downgraded. Alright, here's the rebuttal that says people do not have a right to know.
Object! And when it went bad, you cut these guys loose! Your Honor, you had markets inside a phony transport! Your Honor, you doctored the logbook! Damn it, Captain! You coerced the doctor!
Consider yourself in contempt!
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Point number 1, preventing panic and societal collapse. Some people might work together to mitigate risks in such an event, but most people will only look out for themselves. If the government were to announce an imminent invasion or mass casualty event of some type, it could trigger, and most likely would trigger, looting, violence, and infrastructure breakdown. When information is limited to key personnel, they can manage the threat without bedlam. In 1938, during Orson Welles' War of the Worlds radio broadcast, which depicted a fictional alien invasion, many people panicked as they thought it was real. A real-world event with modern communication could amplify chaos. Point number 2, national security and strategic response. A mass casualty event announcement could give adversarial nations an opportunity to compromise military or scientific efforts on our end or exploit our information. During the 1960s U-2 spy plane program, secrecy about unidentified aerial phenomena was maintained to protect national security, even if it led to UFO speculation. If public pressure forces quick, uncoordinated actions, early incoming meteor disclosure might hinder international cooperation, such as with NASA's Double Asteroid Redirection Test, otherwise known as DART, designed to redirect asteroids by crashing spacecraft into them. Point 3, uncertainty and misinformation risks. While technology has vastly improved, early meteor or alien detection can be wrong, and sharing bad information could undermine government credibility, as we saw in the 2018 false missile alert. In 2018, initial reports of an asteroid, MN4 Apophis, suggested a 2.7 chance of Earth impact in 2029. NASA delayed public announcements until refining the risk to near zero to avoid panic. Many people were glad they didn't know. Point number 4, paternalistic duty to protect. People don't always process uncertain circumstances calmly. Given a potential end-of-the-world scenario, why cause mass public distress? Whether there's a chance of survival or not, the overall societal welfare is more important than adhering to a perceived right to be informed. In the 1998 film Deep Impact, the US government keeps the incoming comet's trajectory a secret to prepare shelters, much in the same way mom or dad might keep the kids ignorant during an incoming tornado or active serial killer. Just a few weeks ago on April 28th, parts of Spain, Portugal, and France experienced a widespread power outage lasting for about 10 hours. Most people's minds went to cyber attacks, but they quickly ruled that scenario out as well as human error. While many turned the debate to renewable energy faults, others took to the airwaves to blame solar flares, similar to what happened in the May 2024 solar storms that impacted power grids and GPS systems. In these cases, it makes sense for civilian infrastructure to get a heads up, as many power companies minimized output to mitigate danger. But generally, do people have a right to someone else's labor? Maybe it depends if our tax dollars are paying for it. But we don't have a ton of alien invasions or asteroid encounters to make the best estimate, so it seems public disclosure depends on the circumstances. Maybe the better question is, do people want to know? We don't need Bruce Willis on an asteroid or Will Smith in a fighter jet to understand how people will react in the face of a global threat. Disasters such as the California wildfires, New Orleans hurricanes, or Midwestern tornadoes happen relatively frequently. While hardly a global event, it does turn localized worlds upside down. Yet many people don't bother preparing the basics, such as stocking non-perishable foods, flashlights, or batteries. Just take a look at 2020. Did people work together? Or did they buy all the toilet paper and charge people $100 a roll in the Walmart parking lot? Are people afraid of being called preppers? Or does preparing mean shattering the belief that life on Earth might not always be Starbucks, manicured lawns, and Amazon same-day delivery? Whether you get a heads up or even want one is debatable. Maybe the best bet is to take the Boy Scout route and be prepared. Well, that's going to do it for this version of NPC Overrider. I'm your lead engineer, Greg. I appreciate you stopping by. If you want to help save the NPCs, please set the like button to true and open a ticket in the comments section if you have an idea for a future release. But for now, we're going to grab a beer. Thanks again. Have a good one.